sad reality of it. But what happens is there's a pain and misery for men that are the fallback guy. So a man in his 50s getting targeted for marriage is definitely a fallback guy. I don't care how old the woman is. She could be 22. She could be 26. She could be 30. Certainly if she's in her 40s, Claudia Jordan style, this is a fallback guy. And so the fallback guy is going to be treated a certain way. Sometimes in these relationships, all right, some men are relationship oriented and they're targeted for their goodness. All right, good men. And women that have lived their lives out and had their fun and ready to settle down will target these men. Now, if they get a relationship or a marriage out of them, they will say, look at me. I did it. I ended up being a whore in my 30s, but now I'm in my 40s and I found the guy. And the guy either accepts the fact that she was one and doesn't care, or he doesn't know anything about it. He is clueless about it, which is even worse because she didn't even share the fact that she was what she was doing. She might even say, well, I had a hard life and I was going through some things and I was going through tough times and I was in some drugs and alcohol. I party. And she'll give you all the reasons to believe that she was a skeezer out here. But she won't say pure and simple she was a skeezer. She'll say I was trapping, I was doing this, and I was rolling with the wrong crowd. I was experiencing depression and these type of things. She will just dress it up as victim or feeling sorry, so you won't ask her the tough questions. But I tell you to ask her the tough questions. But men who are relationship oriented, particularly lonely, or feeling lucky that they're getting this type of woman, an attractive woman in her older age, they feel like they're getting a reward. All right, they're feeling like they're getting a reward. So she'll also say no one actually cared for her like you do. My family, she'll talk about her father, relationship with her father, or particularly her mother, something like this. There will be some of these things that she will say to dress up the fact that she was promiscuous, or she sold pussy, or she rode with gangbangers, or hung out with Pookies and Ray Rays, these type of things. Okay, so she'll dress it up and then say, I deserve this. And no one's ever treated me like this. And I've never shared and been open and honest with a man like this, but you're the first one. But it'll start off with, hey, handsome. Hey, handsome. So you're the handsome guy. Now, handsome doesn't mean fine, or as we call it, fine. So men who are fine don't deal with this. And that's only a small percentage of men. Now, that doesn't mean their life is perfect, but they're never going to be treated like the fallback guy. They're the guys that get access to pussy very relatively easy or minimally. Here's the problem. These women are imprinted by these guys, meaning that they find these men attractive. Handsome is not attractive. A woman that says handsome, she's not generally attracted to you. She's attracted to your qualities. Okay. A man to a woman, if a man is fine, she's attracted to him, meaning that she might be willing to do just whatever she needs to do with him, but she might not expect anything serious with him. But a guy that's handsome, which men fall into that category, you can be short and handsome, tall and handsome, fat and handsome. You have qualities that she likes that she will accept. All right. I can be seen with this guy. He'll do. I'll justify his attractiveness for the fact that he's short or fat or oblong or goofy or whatever it is. He can do. I can take him to brunch, to church. I can take accept. My family will accept him. This will be doable, right? He's a silver fox. He's attractive. Maybe she's going to find ways to justify why you're handsome. Okay. But handsome men have to jump through hoops and hurdles. And here's where the problem is. Men who fall in this category, and many men do, some dudes are just ugly and incels. You guys are out of the game. But a lot of guys fall into this fallback category where they expect you to fall on the sword, to be the stepdad, to clean up the community, to all of these things, to marry her. Well, the woman that is imprinted by the foreign guys that she gave access to, she still likes those guys. Yeah. And what's worse is that if you commit to this woman being a fallback guy, Mr. Handsome, she's still going to put herself in the arenas of the foreign guys, which is the problem for you. So she thinks you're handsome, you got qualities that she likes, she's ready to settle down, she's ready to snatch you up. That doesn't mean she's not still going to house parties, being around these niggas, hanging out with them, going down with them, going to the party, the nightclub, and so forth and so on. She'll double dip, and then she'll claim, These are just my friends. These are just my friends that I hang out with, my homeboys, my homegirls, my male best friend, my man from out of town, the dudes I went to college with. Yeah, these are these guys. These are my past. Don't worry about them. She'll still put these people in. She'll still hang out with them. She'll still enjoy time with them. So she'll still go to these venues where these guys exist so she can get access to them. Even if they're flirting, or even if they had a past, even if she might think, oh, I'll just fuck them, it's just a fuck. Dance partners, play cousins, homies she went to school with. She's still, because you're a good guy, because you're relationship oriented, because you be like, I trust women. You'll say goofy things like trust but verify. Yep, she'll still go to the Breezy Bowl. She's still going to go to Pro Bowl, the NBA All-Star game. She's still going to do these things, but she's still going to have you on the mantle. Because you're relationship oriented and you're like, okay, I don't want to be like, I don't trust her. So yeah, she can go there. This is where you have the idea that these women think there's going to be a guy that she gets, that she can still be independent and be out there partying and girl tripping and then come back to him. Hi, honey. Okay. And if she ever got caught up in the situation, she could just say, well, I didn't intend to, and I got drunk and I just this, and I slept at my friends. So this is pure manipulation when you're this fallback guy. Now, men, because they've been educated about this, they've been choosing not to be the fallback guy. What have they chosen? Passport bro, free agent lifestyle, MGTOW, red pill. They figured out how to back out of that situation. No stepdad, single mothers, or recreational use only. Men have adapted to this to not be the fallback guy. All those movements are, or I'm not going to be the fallback guy. That's all they are. That's all you can sum up all of those movements or philosophy. I refuse to be the fallback guy. That's all that is. That's all that is. And because this has disrupted the dating and the relationship marketplace, even Claudia Jordan said so. All right, this is disrupting. Where all these good men at?
What happened? Where did all the men go?
Okay. Even the men are trying to force you. What's wrong with you? Don't age gap date. Don't be out here messing with my daughters and nieces and cousins and them. Don't be out here being the passport trick. Don't trick. Don't pay for pussy. Don't do. So they still want you to be the fallback guy. They still want you to be out here running game at 40 and 45, going to 50-year-old plus speed dating events, trying to forge relationships, like being the fallback guy. They still want you out here going to nightclubs at 45 with your motherfucking brim on and your fancy sweater and going to nightclubs talking to old skeezers. Has the modern dating landscape confused you? Have many of the standards that you heard, you're kind of tired of hearing about, and you're wondering, what does it all mean? Well, look no further. Join us talking about the monetized dating marketplace right now on Locals, and it is CoachGregAdams.locals.com. You can create a free account to join the conversation between the Coach Gang members, but also on Sunday, we do a live stream demonstrating all aspects of the monetized dating marketplace. And coming soon in 2025, you're going to have access to a sample of the monetized dating marketplace course where you can get information related to how to participate in the monetized dating marketplace and or how to understand it, so you're not out here spinning your wheels trying to figure out how you're going to best deal with the monetized dating marketplace. Listen, everything and every aspect of dating is monetized. We just want to relieve the frustration that you might have about it. So the best way to do it is make a free account right there on Locals, CoachGregAdams.locals.com. You can get access to those live streams, but create a free account. Just join the conversation. I am the only one covering this conversation from this point of view. And yes, I am ahead of my time. Get ahead of the information before you're priced out. Old players talking to old skeezers. Man, give it up. Give it up. Now, here's how this works. The person typically using this particular dating strategy, older women over 35 up, what they'll do is they'll still come in here and act like they have options. I still got options out here, and they do. They got a lot of dick options. They still got dudes in the DMs and maybe some celebrities, depending on how old they are, some young niggas, right? Some YNs. They'll still have options of getting laid. But what they won't have is good men options. As Claudia Jordan said, there's just a thin supply. And a lot of women are competing for that thin supply. Even the girls that aren't reformed skeezers are competing for that thin supply. But they'll still insinuate that they have options, but they chose you. I choose you. You're just so handsome and great. You're wonderful. Anytime a woman's singing my praises, I don't believe any of it. You're just so wonderful. You're a diamond in the rough. You're so handsome. You're so great. You're so wonderful. I don't believe none of that shit. This is what I started doing. All right, the alarm started going off in my motherfucking head. I'm be like, this is not true. What she's saying is not true. She wants something. Okay. I ain't that fucking great. I ain't that great. Now, I think I'm great. Don't get me wrong, but what she's saying to me is a goddamn lie. Because I wasn't hearing this shit when I was 22 or 26. I didn't hear none of that shit. Now, all of a sudden, I'm so great and I'm so wonderful and I'm a diamond in the rough. I ain't like the rest of these niggas out here. Okay. Now, you, the fallback guy, is one of their options. Nobody else is trying to marry her but you. But you're the last option for her to get what she wants, which is to settle down. So she'll tell you how she's genuinely attracted to you and how you're so great and handsome and wonderful. But she's just attracted to the qualities as she's ready to fucking jump off the cock carousel. That's all. Now, here's the part of it. The process that she's going to take you through is not the process that she just been previously dealing with. I'm ready to settle down now. The people that she was dealing with prior to that are not going to be required to do what you are going to be required to do. This is what's going to turn your stomach. You might be alarmed by this, or you might just give it a ghetto pass. I'll give you a pass, but you're going to have to do humiliation ritual. There's going to be a standard list. There's going to be a motive MO. There's going to be this. You got to do this. You got to take me out here. You got to dress me up there. You got to do this. You got to accept that. You can't do this. You can't sound like that. Can't listen to Kevin Samuels. You got to do this. Let me play you a video of a woman basically saying and doing that. All right. She'll jump in there and say, I'm going to give you a chance. She's going to act like she's doing you a favor. I'm doing you a favor. Look how beautiful I am. And I got a lot of young men that I turn down in the DMs and they approach me at the gas station. I got a lot of guys after me, but I want you. I'm choosing you. So go ahead and take this up and swoop it up. Get it fast. Get it while it's hot.
Dear future husband, I require a man of God. I require good morning text. I require flowers. I require date nights. I require time. I require respect. I require loyalty. I require love. I require affection. I require reassurance. I require all these things. Yes. Listen, ladies, never settle for less. There's a man out there that will give you everything that you require. And I want you to know, stop settling because it looks good. Stop settling because it sounds good. Stop settling.
Not the Charlie Brown. All right, so that's what will happen. Now, men that are relationship oriented, they fall right in line because there's a lot of guys that are codependent and they are about relationships. So they'll swoop this shit up. They'll take that deal quick. Or quickly, they'll jump right on the deal. Oh, look at what I got. They won't explore. They won't explore their options. They'll just jump right on the first thing that, the first woman to tickle her fucking itch's ear. Oh, and he'll jump on it. So, and I'm not saying something's wrong with that, but they'll jump right into the humiliation ritual and they'll take pride. Look at what I got. Stepmom, single mom. Look at what I got. This attractive older woman. Look at what I got. She fine as hell. She still got it. And then she'll be like, all right, she'll be like, look, I got this nigga hook, line, and sinker. And she'll make the best out of it. She's not going to give him bad results, most likely. She'll do good. Why? Because she wants to settle down. She'll take that deal. Okay, good. And she'll do whatever. She'll cook and clean and make you mac and cheese and motherfucking chicken fettuccine and Texas toast and lemonade and Kool-Aid with the extra scoop of sugar. She'll do all of that shit. She'll treat you like a fucking king in many cases. So in many cases, this is not a bad result, but you had to go through a standards list that the previous guys didn't. Right? You had to jump through hoops and hurdles. And they also believe that most women aren't checking for you. So they'll be like, I know no women like me are checking for you, so you better take this deal. So what'll happen is she feels like she's doing you a favor, jump on this deal. You'll give her an easy relationship with minimal work. You'll commit to her fast, which is a mistake. You'll give her a commitment fast, which is then what'll happen is she'll lose respect for you. All right. She'll lose respect for you ultimately which then what'll happen is you'll think you are getting it for free. Oh, I took her out. I paid for a cheap date at Olive Garden. Then the second date, she took me to a Mexican restaurant and paid. I fucked her after the second date. She gave you lost leader pussy. On the third date, you cooked at home, and now you got a relationship. So you think you got an easy deal. It was super duper easy. She's somewhat attractive. I like her. She can, she performed well in bed. It was cheap. We had sex, and boom, look at what I got. And you gave her an easy commitment, which is a mistake because she thinks that you didn't have anything else going on. You didn't have any options. So now you, in a sense, she easily got you. I got him easy. You ain't going nowhere. Where else you gonna go? What else type of woman you gonna get like me? I'm the best type of woman you obviously got because you committed to me in less than 3 weeks.